Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me do this real quick. There he is. What the heck? Okay, there we are. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our show, Latino Psychic Visions. And this mug's for you. And we hope you got your coffee ready. Today is a good day. My wifey has her birthday today. So all day long it's going to be happy birthday. Get me something to eat. No, what? But anyway, we're glad you're here, and we just want to give you the opener for sure. Like to have fun with those things. So here we are. You ready? Let's see who's on. Good morning, Joe Hernandez. Good morning, Herbie Lopez. Jose Vasquez, good morning. Jamie Cowell, good morning. John Davis, where you been, John? And there's my buddy Richard Dearden. Good morning, my friend. And man, talk about activity where you're at. Holy moly. Good morning, Barbara Smart Flores. And happy birthday to Faye. Everybody, it's Faye's birthday. Happy birthday. No, I'll wait till everybody's on. There's my daughter, Auntie Ria. Hello, honey. Good morning. And you say, well, what's so good about it? Did you see the topic, ladies and gentlemen? The topic today was a glass of brandy with no ice. Oh, I said it, didn't he? Hello. Hello, Noe. Good morning. Good morning. Denise, good morning. Kathy Little, good morning. And I love this shirt, Kathy. That's a great picture. And I was going to wear mine too, but then I said, no, I don't want to overcrowd her. So, yes, everybody, happy birthday to Faye, who's now shooting for 90, I think. Joyce Lyman, good morning. A lot of stuff's going on, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that Richard and I predicted together, and it's just like, holy moly, you know. Dawn Morrison Moses, good morning. Sandra Dole, good morning, dear. Good to see you on. It's good to see everybody on. Maria, should I wait to talk about that deal that we found out about? The one that we were involved in? Hello, Doyle. Good morning, buddy. Now, see, Faye's birthday. Here's the oddity of it all. Faye, her birthday is in January. Mine's in October. Faye, if you go into the Chinese astrology, she's a tiger. I'm a tiger. We're both air signs. Airhead? No. But that's why we get along so good, you know? You want to talk about it now, honey? What we're referring to, ladies and gentlemen, both myself and my daughter, Maria, we were on a case of a missing person. And it wasn't too far out of the Twin City area. Good morning, Candace. And we just got notification, I think it was yesterday, that they found the person's, excuse me, they found her remains where we said she would be. I don't like those kind of outcomes, but I'm just glad that they'll have closure for it now. Her name was Haley Ameyer. Danny Rio, good morning, buddy. And we told the person we were connected with to where to go look and everything. And Maria received a text saying that they found her remains where we said. And, you know, you don't want that kind of an outcome, but it's been a while for her. And I had told a person that I was dealing with that there was two people involved, and that there's three more, to me, three more bodies there in that area. Hello, Pat. Good morning. Pamela Olson. Good morning. And the whole thing is, folks, I don't like to be right like that, and I know Maria doesn't like to be right like that either. But the whole thing, at least now, she'd been missing for 12 years, my daughter, 10 years. And at least now they'll be able to have comfort knowing that she's back home again. So another shooting in Minneapolis I just got. And then good morning, Roger. Well, that's a fine how do you do. That's why I said our topic today is a glass of brandy with no ice. If you can grab that one. So, once again, Richard Dearden and I have been going back and forth on earthquakes and that, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and earthquakes are going to pop up in places that, like I said before, that you don't expect. By the way, everybody, I had my Faye cut my hair on the sides. I said, just cut some on the sides. So she went outside and no. ¿Qué pasó, big brother? Little brother. Bienvenido. Did you like that, honey?
That's great.
That you went to cut some on the side and you went. Okay. Oh boy, look what Jose says. There was an earthquake in Chicago. I don't like that this week. And I think in New York too. Buddy, they're going to be showing up left and right. And I hate to say this, but it is very true. It's going to start happening, okay? We didn't pay attention to Al Gore years ago. Everybody kind of laughed him off, like they laugh off Uncle Bernie. And then, you know what? They're both right. Well, Sandra, the whole thing, we didn't want to give them those answers, the family. But I'm just glad that they're able to, like, pay their respects, and she's in a better place anyway. So, and then I've been watching these reels or whatever they're called of the West Coast, and it's just like I said, little by little, it's eroding and going into the ocean. And we're talking houses, places of business, whatever, It's just sad to see, but it's like Mother Nature reclaiming what was hers. So everybody put all these high rises and whatnot on top of it and just made it look terrible. Gregory Garza, welcome, Tocayo. I'm a psychic medium, and it runs in the family. I'm a psychic medium for those who are new. Almost 22 years now. April 1st, believe it or not, will be 22 years. And I've been helping countless people, like the case that my daughter and I just found out about that we were working on. They found the remains after 10 years, and we told them where to go look, and bang, they found her. Sylvia Bustamante from San Antonio, I take it, because I know that name down in San Antonio. Oh, we do work on those cases of missing people. And I, for one, will not ever charge anybody regarding a missing person. I don't think it's right. To me, it's, how would you say, sacrilegious, I guess. You know, it's like desecrating a person's coffin or whatever. You don't do that stuff. You know, but we do help all we can. You know, it's like I tell everybody, and please understand this, folks. Hello, Mary Lucia. I just saw your name. We go through a lot of stuff. My daughter and I, and Faye's getting involved in it too. She's becoming intuitive with me. Oh, Gregory, was your dad Palillo then? Palillo was my cousin, and I'm named after his brother, Rogelio. Bobby Joe, good morning. Bonnie Weldon, good morning. And like I was saying, my daughter Maria and I have been involved in this missing persons case. And I don't understand why the BCA doesn't work with me. There was a friend of mine I used to work with in the BCA, but he retired. And I told this new girl that took his place, I said, if you want to work with me, I'm right here. All you got to do is call. Nothing. I don't think she believed in it. And in reference to the missing girl that they found, her remains, the girl had said, the girl that was helping us or connecting us with it, said that the detectives didn't believe in us. And lo and behold, they found her. Yeah, Primo, Greg, you got to be my cousin. Is mom with ¿cómo chingados se llama? Rudy Cortez? But yeah, Palillo was my cousin. Sam Johnson, good morning. And the whole thing, folks, getting back again. The whole thing is I don't like to be right on things like that, saying, okay, you'll find her over here or you'll find him over there, whatever. I don't like to be right about that. But I'm glad that between me and my daughter, we located where she was here. And we told them where to go, look. And lo and behold, they found her. They found her clothing and whatnot. And that part of it is over. To me, it was two guys in a white van. And I seen the white van like either it was in an accident and the front end is smashed because I seen the hood bent up like something fell on it, that type of deal. And to me, they'll find them. My daughter says no detective never responded to my daughter. And when she tried to connect with them, my friends contacting them, I'm friends with her cousin. Okay. But I'm just glad, honey, that we found her, I really am. So anytime anything comes up like that, ladies and gentlemen, if there's ever a missing person thing, please contact us and we'll help, I never know when we're going to find them, but what I do here at home is I start talking to the spirit. And that's what I did. I said, where are you? And they showed me and they told me where to go. Although my wife tells me where to go a lot too. So, right, babe? She put a thumbs up. Did anyone get a hold of me? No. I have yet to be somebody say something. Veronica Safransky. Well, Bill, good morning, buddy. Good to see you on. Here's another thing, folks. In the beginning of the show, we say hello to everybody and acknowledge their name or whatnot. And then I start getting vibes, okay? And what I mean by that is when I say let's go to work, I open up my third eye and bang, things start coming out, okay? So stay with me from the beginning until the end. If you can put up with me that long. But seriously, I might get something for you in the beginning and then I get something in the end. Well, there's my dear friend from San Antonio. Susan, how are you? It's been a while. Yeah, Bobby Joe, bring it up to him and tell him, just PM me in my Facebook Messenger. I'm willing to help anybody. And I get a lot of times I get runaways and whatnot, and I just go, give me something, not that that's not real and they're worried and all that stuff. But a lot of times if they know the girl is a runaway or the guy is, then you got to work it out with them. Sit out and talk to the person. Mary what? T9K5Z. What is that? Well, Bobby Joe, she can reach me. I'm here. I'm here all week, as they say. But I always like to talk to a group of people. Like one-on-one Facebook thing. Tina Signs, good morning. Tina Signs, wow. And I like to do it that way. So if it's a group of people, I can get energy off of each one. And maybe they saw something or they know something, and I get that out and keep going. It's really weird how I work, but. And my daughter Maria is getting the same way. Cynthia Bergeson, good morning. Been a little bit. Is Carol on you, Carol Mario? Oh, yeah, there she is up there. Good morning, Carol. So, getting off that, folks, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but I just thank the Lord that they found her remains, and I won't say we were a vital key, but we did help a lot. And I just hope that the family can come to terms with what happened. I think they knew all along, basically. Sandra Dole, I swear to God, you're the first person I got to meet. Look what she says, everybody. That's beautiful. Thank you. But anyway, I know a lot of you have been seeing that Richard and I have been talking about volcanoes and earthquakes and whatnot. Let me tell you, folks, they're going to start happening even more. And another thing I want you to be careful of, sinkholes. I've talked about that countless times. And they're going to be coming back even more so in odd spots, okay? You would assume that Florida would have a lot of them. Yes, they're going to. But there's going to be some popping up in places that you go, what? But I say it's evolution. It's like Mother Nature taking back what was hers. Billy Spalding, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, and it's been a while. And Billy, I need to know who it is. Swanee was going to tell me who it was, but then he forgot all about it. I need to have some amplifiers worked on. So if you can let me know who does that. He said somebody in the band. Salute, everybody. Cheers. L'chaim. Bottoms up, all the good stuff. Slanche. Well, we can't take all the credit. It's like I told this one cop friend of mine. I said, I'll give you the pieces of the puzzle. I said, it's up to you to put them together. You got to do the legwork. I said, because I can go with you and I can say, go look over there, go look over there. And I've done that a lot of times. But, my whole thing is I can pick up more off the spirit when I'm alone and concentrate, and meditate. But I'm just glad, like I said, I'm very glad that the family finally has closure and they found her. Now they got to find the guys that did it. Because I got 2 guys in a white van, and the white van is already smashed. I don't know if it was deliberate or what. I also got in that same area that there's, I think it's 3 other people that have been missing that are there. It's an ugly thing to look for, but it is what it is, And then there was what was her name? Lucci was the last name. And I think she lived in Denver or something like that.
New Jersey.
Was it New Jersey, Ann? And I told her in the back of her house, there's woods. And I said, and you go up the hill. And I said, there's remains that are buried in a suitcase. And she wrote back and told me, she said, Roger, they're up there looking right now. I'm still waiting to hear something about that. Well, honey, at least we found her, huh? That's the good part about it. Yes, Sandra. The angel guides are guiding us. Everybody's saying happy birthday, hon. I've been told, Sandra, that I'm on a divine level. And I'm not supposed to question it. And if that be the case, then I'm happy to be here and I'm honored, blessed. I hope everybody, when you came in, I hope that you hit the thumbs up button. Okay. Now, if you want to learn how to do that, go to the red line, go all the way over, hit the thumbs up. Oh, no, you got to go under. So it's a white one. And you go all the way across, hit the thumbs up, and then go back to where you were. Also, please share the show because there's a lot of things on here that people need to know. You guys know I talk from soup to nuts. They need to know all that stuff. Sandra, that's what we are here for. We're on this earth for our mission basically is to serve, number one, serve the Lord and help in whatever capacity it is. So that's what I do. Mary Cantu, good morning. You were having trouble logging on to YouTube. Well, I'm glad you're here either way, dear. So please, once again, I will say this. We're not too many people today, but we're here, okay? Richard, I'm getting something I'm getting something, Richard, regarding a military jet. Like the guy gets out and the jet crashes like into homes or a business or something. Okay? But I'm getting a military jet. And I don't like to see things like that, folks. You know that, but it is what it is. Well, we got about 5 minutes. Is everybody ready to go to work? The first one I will ask is Carol. Are you ready to go to work? Kathy, are you ready to go to work? Sandra, are you ready to go to work? Carol, C. All right. Maria, are you ready to go to work? Okay, honey, let's go. Richard, we live near oh boy. Richard says we live near an Air Force base. Oh my God. Keep looking up, Richard. That's all I can tell you. Keep looking up, bud, and I'll say a prayer for you. Denise has to go. Denise, why do you always have to go? Is mom watching anyway? You know what I was going to do? I forgot all about this. I got to put myself in the mood. There, that helps me. Maybe I'll turn it down a skosh. Okay. All right, I'm looking at names, okay? Cynthia, please, please, please be careful of your lower back. Okay? It might make you hit the floor. Like that's how crippling it'll be. Richard says someone's going to win the lottery in this group. Maybe it's me, Richard. Oh boy. Look what my daughter says. I dreamt of an Air Force One before. Strange dream. I also live by the Army. Yeah, I know where that is. Reserve base of the downtown airport. I've seen some strange things flying. And over there you will, honey. I know you will. Richard, I would only take half. Okay, let's go to work. Let's get serious, everybody. I'm going to go up to the top and go from there, and I will get on this page in just a sec, okay? So bear with me. Joe Hernandez, I hope you took care of that tooth I told you about. Herbie Lopez, buddy, I don't know how else to put it, but please stay on top of one of your toes that is getting like, I'll just say funky, okay? And I'm going towards the last 3. Because they're showing me that you can lose that toe. I don't know if you're diabetic or not, but they said you could lose it. Jamie, I hope you got your boot off. Because I know that thing's a pain to have and walk around with. I had mine. Jamie, if you don't have any kids, there's a child around you, I'm going to say 5-ish in that area. Could be a little bit more, could be a little less. But that person, to me, it's a little girl going to get sick. Stay on top of it. Don't let it get worse than what it is, okay? John Davis, I don't know if you have one now, but there's a German Shepherd around you. It guards you. And my dear friend Kathy Little, I am inside your body right now, Kathy, because I don't like what I see. Please, if you can get a test done, which I know you can, I'm either going, I want to go first to your liver, okay? And then secondly, one of your kidneys. And if you still have your appendix, I'll go third with that. But above all, kidney or liver. Liver, kidney, appendix, okay? Please get checked. Hello, Dawn. Good morning. Doyle, I don't know where this is coming from or what it has to do with, but there's somebody like demanding payment of something and you go, I'm not going to pay this. You just get upset about it. Calm down. Just check into it or have mama check into it and see what's up. Because to me, it's like they billed you wrong, okay? So stay on top of it. Mary Lasea, are you done moving around and will you stay put now? Because I follow you. When you go somewhere, I follow you. And then I got to see if the road is clear for you. And then you tell me you're going to go over here and I got to go with you over there. That's why I say, please stay put now. There's my dear friend Rosie. Good morning, dear. Hi to all the guys if they're watching. Hey, I don't like what I'm seeing. Carol, I don't know if this pertains to you or not. But I see a short person, which to me, Carol, and from the looks I see is you're short, getting shaken and slapped. I don't like this. Whoever this guy is aggressive. Please do not let him in your house. Look for the sideburns, okay? That's your trigger right there. Don't let him in. Sandra Belfans, good morning. And like I said, I hope everybody's hitting the thumbs up button and sharing the show. Because a lot of things that I say sometimes, somebody needs to hear this. Yes, Rosie, I'll tell you what, Rosie, you can proudly say that. I am your friend and you're mine. Marisa Franklin, good morning, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, she just came under a rock or something. I don't know. Where you been, honey? My granddaughter, Kylie Rose. Her name is Kylie Michelle, but I call her Kylie Rose. So, I didn't find out what town you moved in, honey. I know you moved far away from me. Could it have been my deodorant? Anyway, good to see you out, honey. Good morning. Fargo, holy moly. We were just up there a couple of years ago, up in Grand Forks in Grafton, too. We went and did a show up in Grafton. Wow. I was at the college in Fargo and I got to see the three brothers, the Winter brothers, Paul, Edgar, and Johnny. We snuck in and we watched the show for a while because they were doing a sound check. Okay, I'm going back to names and that. Boy, Jose, I'll tell you, I love the way you put all this stuff on there. That's great. John Meron, good morning. San Antonio, right, John? You know, I miss my old stomping grounds, as they say. But everybody that I played for, just about as they passed over. Like Flaco just died in July. Other tornadoes, when I was with the tornadoes, so far it was gone is Doug, Freddie, and Flaco. Thank God Augie's still here. Charcoal, my buddy. That was a cool picture that you put up with Aguilares. Was that Juan that was in there? Because I couldn't tell because he's young looking, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know the band Los Aguilares, this is the bass player, guitar player, Charlie Houghton. Very good friend of mine. I mean, I don't know how many gigs we did together. Well, there you go, honey. You need to come back home. Grandpa's here. Anyway, whenever you do, Kylie, you got a pizza waiting for you, honey. I love you. You take care of yourself and stay in touch. Ah, Rosie's drummer. Okay, now I know. Where's the other one? What was his name? Danny? What I'm doing is I'm going through names right now. This is how I work, John. I go through names, and every name to me has an attachment to it. Something's, there. So when I look at your name, pow, it pops out, and I tell you what it is. I remember, Charlie, before Enaro died, I went up to say hi to him, and he looked at me. He goes, "Dime quién eres tú?" Oh no, it's getting to him now. But it was good to see him. All those guys were great guys, man. They really are, or were. Yeah, we did a hell of a lot of gigs with Nick and Nicky Snook. P. Chad, my dear friend from Jamaica, good to see you, dear. I know Danny Ornelas. I know him. I think I did a gig or two with him a long time ago. P. Chan, I'm so glad that you're here, dear. I worry about you a lot too because of all the stuff that's going on over there. Yeah, he did. Emilio had it and Renato had it. No, Renato did have it. I know he did, but I know Emilio had it too. But it's just something that they said runs in the family. I've got one sister died from it that I have, my younger sister, and then I have another one who's in a nursing home right now that has it. Oh, cool. When I played in Memphis with Flacco, I was up in the window like this to BB's club. It was raining to beat hell. And a guy said, "Man, you're getting all wet. Get under here. Get under the umbrella." And I just said, "No, man." I said, "This is BB." I was just drenched, but I didn't care. P-Chan, everybody's good. And today's Faye's birthday. So everybody's saying happy birthday to Faye. Okay, let me get back here. Yeah, Charlie, check this out. Sometime back, about 4 years ago, I fell backwards on an escalator. I got up, like, if you can see up here, I got a thing right there. It was chewing me up on my right side. I got scars all the way up. Then 2 years after that, I go to get on stage, Charlie. The stage is about 4 feet high. There was only one case to step on. So I go to step on the case, and the other guitar player says, "Here, let me help you." And I go up like this and fell backwards on pavement. Boom, like that, with him on top of me. Man, and right now, Charlie, honest to God, I can play, but I got to play sitting down now. Oh, I will let her know that. Happy birthday, Mama. So, Sandra Perez, good morning. I just seen your name right now. John, if you ever had a German Shepherd, okay, know that dog's around you. Or if it was a family dog, it's around you. I will tell her, everybody, I will tell her happy birthday. Don't worry. Well, Charlie, I'm working right now on my third concussion. I've fallen down 10 times, buddy. But I'm still here and I'm still playing. Like Nick used to say, "No me voy a rayar." I'm here. I'm not saying, Kathy, that I'm glad to hear that, but I'm glad that you're going to stay on top of that, okay? Those are the areas to cover: liver, kidney, appendix, if you still have it. Okay, Mary, you stay put then. Thank you. Yeah, Sandra, when you fall off a stage, man, it's not comfortable. And especially, we were out in the parking lot playing. And this was right before we started. And I fell backwards. I hit my head on a case. I got a big, like an indentation in the back of my head. I got this in front from the escalator. Um, my back is crippled up. I mean, I hit hard. And then having, what did he tell me he weighed? 160 pounds on top of me. And his shoulder or something hit my eye socket. And I get real bad headaches every now and then. And then here he hit me here in the collarbone, so that I get like a bump there that bothers my heart. Other than that, I'm in great shape. Vicky Peaster, where's the old man at? I hope he's there with you. I just saw your name. Good morning. I'm hitting it early today because I wanted last week we just talked a lot, or I talked a lot. Oh, there's Eric. Okay. When my birthday comes, Eric, I want like a box of Kramers at the bottom of like that in a circle, like with the cheese and the fries and the onion chips. Oh man, I'll be in heaven. And they're closing a lot of stores here, Eric. Believe it or not, they're closing a lot of stores. But the one that's going to stay open is White Castle's. That would surprise me because they're closing a lot of burger joints. Rosie, here's how Nick told me he got the name Nicky Snick. There was a guy, a Mexicano, and this guy he said, "Oh, tú eres Nicky and Nick," like that, Nicky and Nick. And then he says, "No, Nicky Snick." He said, "Oh, Nicky Snicky," and he started calling Nicky Snicky. So, and then where he got the "Adini," he would say "Andale" like that to one of his grandkids, and he would go "Adini," and that's where he got that. Luz Maria, good morning. Good to see you on. ¿Y qué pasó con cambiando el nombre? ¿Qué pasó? And another thing too, Rosie? Nick and I, he has a brother, Roger, and Roger keeps his distance from him. But when I got in the band, it was me and Nick constantly fighting. I mean, he would say, "Mom, mira Roger." And I would go, "Mom, mira Nick." We'd go back and forth. And she'd come up and smack the both of us. Oh, God. Those were the good days. Yes, Carol, my birthday is 10/10. And here's another one. Check this out. This birthday coming up is 10/10. And if you add 2026, it's 10. So it's going to be 10/10/10. How's that? October 10th, and I was born in 1950, believe it or not. I still got, if it weren't for that escalator pulling out my hair, when I was tumbling, I'm still here though. The Lord is good to me. And I shook his hand 4 times already in my life. Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know a very dear friend of mine, just like a brother to me, is on. Tim Terry. Timmy. I look for you. I look for Mark, Twilo, and Betty. I would love to see all you guys again. What, Charlie? That's your birthday too? Mine is 10/10/50. And I know you're not that old. Close, but not that old. Timmy, we got to get together sometime. We really do. Take this my cell phone number down because I changed it. It's 210 992 9798. See, Charlie, you're a pup. I'm 13 years older than you, so you got to respect your elders. Viejito, get you. But really, Timmy, I would love to talk with you, man. It's been a lot of years. Timmy and I used to play in a band together in the 70s, folks. Uh-oh, there goes that deal again. Can you guys see that? The Lord's light is coming through and it's got the red and oh man, it's beautiful. Yikes. Rosie. That's crazy. Ah, got it now. Joja. Okay. Because he, believe it or not, Joe is cousin to my nephew. Because he had a cousin or an uncle named Tony Valdez. And Tony Valdez is my nephew's dad, or was his dad. Josh Dunham, good morning, and you must be new. Can you please tell me where you're texting from? Because it helps me when I'm doing my third eye, okay? Hello, Sophia. Where's my buddy at? Quentin, where's he at? John, this is my daughter over here, Maria. Auntie Ria, that's my daughter. And she's intuitive too, so whatever comes out, comes out. Gloria, good morning. Charlie, take care of yourself, brother, and please stay in touch with me, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, when I logged on this morning at 10:30, believe it or not, with the wind chill, it was 22 below zero. And if that ain't cold, I don't know what's cold. I still don't have the hot water. I got the faucets on, but it froze. So maybe I'll go downstairs and start a fire. No, it's gonna be stupid. God, Sandra, I'm gonna have to start dealing with you then. Good morning, Quinn. Good to see you, buddy. I know you're there. I just got to give you a shout out, as they say. See, I didn't forget you. I never forget. I don't say fans. I hate that word. I never forget family. And you guys are all part of family. Maybe one day Vicky and Eric and Sophia and maybe you too, Quinn, y'all can get together and send me some White Castles. Elizabeth Atkins, good morning, good morning. God, this is weird. Elizabeth, I don't know why. I don't know if you've ever been around horses, but there's a horse, what they call a pinto. It's brown and white that stays with you like a dog, following the master, something like that. Sandra, believe it or not, I am on my 63rd year of playing guitar. And what's really weird, I've been trying for the longest time to get into the Hall of Fame here in Minnesota, because that's where I was born and raised. And a guy I used to play for, his name was Little Eddie Rogers. And I was his drummer at the age of 13. And I took him my CD, I took him my resume, and I even took a DVD of me playing with Freddie Fender and the Tornadoes. And I still didn't get in. I couldn't believe that. I'm going on my 65th year in music. And I should have had countless awards. I don't have any, except for the Hall of Fame that my friend Junior got me into, which is a local one here. I know, John, we were watching some videos of this guy that would rescue animals, man, and uh, it's hard to see that people would treat animals like that. Like I got my boys in here on a bed, and they're happy. Josh, just so you know, I am a psychic medium of almost 22 years now. In April 1st, it'll be 22 years. I do small readings for everyone. That's why I come on the show. We've been doing this Latino Psychic Vision. We've been doing that for almost 8 years now. That'll be in May. I get involved in a lot of things. I was with the Minnesota BCA. I had a friend that worked there. We just recently, my daughter and myself, we just recently found out that they found the remains of a missing girl that we were involved in. I do a lot of stuff. I really do. I'm able to look inside the human body like an X-ray. And a lot of people go, nah. And I tell them, challenge me. I'll tell you. My daughter, Maria, her aunt, I told her about an L scar that she had. It was like an L. And she goes, where is it? And I told her, I said, it's on the left side right there. Look. She picked up her shirt and there was the L. I just do that stuff. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's cute. I like that. But anyway, getting back to those that are new, we do this show every Saturday. Okay. I'm in Wisconsin. So we do the show every Saturday at 10:30 in the morning, which is Central Standard Time. A lot of people have been here since I think almost day one, and they know my capabilities. A lot of it sometimes comes out raw and harsh, but like I tell people, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything I get. The spirits give it to me this way. This is the way I'm going to give it to you. And I've been doing it too long. I've helped countless people's heart attacks, strokes, arms breaking, legs breaking, falling down, blah, blah, blah. Just so many of them. And usually after the show, I sit back in my chair and I have a coffee or something. The next thing you know, boom, I'm out because it drains me. So those who do what I do, you know what I'm talking about when it, you become drained from it, especially when I have to look inside the human body. Like with Kathy Little. As I went by her name, boom, it took me to the torso right away, to the stomach area. And that's where I saw either the liver, the kidney, or the appendix. Something's wrong. Another girl, the one that we were buying our cell phone from in New Richmond, I asked her if mom was okay, and she said, yeah. I said, I'm going in mom's head. I said, I see darkness in the head. There's something wrong. And she said, no, she just had an MRI. I said, tell them to go back. They need to go back in. There's something they missed. So thank the Lord that she listened. And she went back and they found an abnormality. She had her surgery. She's at home and everything's cool. And I'm so glad to hear that. Ariana Bridges, good morning. It's been a while. Luz Maria, I don't even know where to start. I just thank the Lord that I wake up every day. I thank the Lord that I have what I would consider true friends like all of you that are on. It's not a lot right now, but there are times that we get overwhelmed. A lot of the stuff that I see, folks, is real. It's very real. It's I can't I can't say, well, be soft about it. No, this is the way it is. Pow, you get on the show because you want to know what's going on. I'll tell you. I do predictions with my buddy Richard and Sandra, and our predictions are real, and they come out. I don't want them half the time to come out. Richard, I'm honestly afraid of that ground where you guys are at with your earthquakes and everything. It's going to rip open, and I talked about that a long time ago. I'm really afraid that's going to happen, buddy. And that's why I said, get the hell out of there. My friend Lori Johnson in Oregon, I told her, Lori, get the hell out of there. Something's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And I was so persistent. Then they had the earthquake. Now they say the earthquake is triggering the volcano that's under Oregon. And then Richard told me Yellowstone is up again, starting up. And I said, if it goes in the line, they're done. I'm sorry, but it's there. And I remember another time, believe it or not, folks, I had thought it was Cher of Sonny and Cher, and I wrote to her, be careful because somebody's going to break in your house. I said, but you're going to be okay because you're going to go into the closet in your bedroom upstairs. I said, and you're going to call the police and they're going to get the guy. Well, everything came out true. But believe it or not, it was Sandra Bullock. So Sandra Bullock's sister got a hold of me, and I told her what was going on. I said, tell Sandra and you. I said, if you live there in California, get the hell out of there. I said, because it's going to start eroding and going into the ocean, and it's doing it right now. I said, when the big one comes, it's going to crack it and just shove it in the ocean. So it's just... I'm sorry to see what I see, but that's why people could get on the show. From what, Sandra? I mean this sincerely. From your lips to God's ears. Because I want to be busy. There's a lot of times, and I tell Faye, there's times I go, not to brag, I said, but I've been doing this for almost 22 years. I know I'm good at what I do. Why can't I get out there? I said, I'll put myself on stage with John Edward, with Teresa Caputo, with, what's his name? Von Prague, James Von Prague, anybody. Put me on stage with anybody, and I will hold my own. I know I will. I get so much stuff. And being the fact that I'm native, half native, I'm Comanche Apache. And that brings me into that world, what we call brujeria, witchcraft, and santeria, which is also like witchcraft with voodoo, and also voodoo. I know a lot about that stuff. I don't meddle in it because that's not me. That's the darkness. I'm not that way. I always stay in the light of the Lord. But I know a lot of things. But I won't mess with them because I have grandkids. I have my kids, my grandkids, and my great-grandkids. And I think soon to be a great-great-grandkid. So I try to be good. I really do. And you all know I want my chapel. I don't want to call it a church because church is, gigantic. No. I would just like to have a chapel with, like, say, 10 pews per side. That'd be enough for me. And I would love to preach, and I would love to do readings as I have everybody seated, and I just walk amongst the crowd. That to me is a church. And then have like a clothing drive at the church, have dinner on Sundays, have dinner or lunch with everybody from the congregation, and sit there and eat and say, "Hey, so and so, be careful," whatever. Or walk around them, shake hands, hug each other, and then get something off. That's the kind of church I want. And if it's asking too much, I don't know. I think the universe has heard me countless times about my church. And I know one day it will happen. I really do. And I would invite whomever. And a lot of things that I want to concentrate on when I have my church is the homeless veterans. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. If it wasn't for our veterans, number one, we wouldn't be able to do this show. Number two, we wouldn't have the all the knowledge for internet and this and that, because it would all be gone. So I never served because they wouldn't take me because of my knees are real bad. But I'm one guy that, to me, veterans always, like my buddy Johnny Canales would say, it'd say, en principio, los veteranos, al último, los veteranos, which from the beginning to the end, the veterans. And I believe that, I really do. Oh, I've got my notes right here, Sandra. All the messages, folks, all the messages that I get, like if I get a vision or something, I write it down. Faye's got me writing it down now, and I'm glad. Plus, I get messages, believe it or not, for those who ever heard of a saint called Metatron. He talks to me. Sometimes I get Saint Michael. Sometimes I get San Rafael, Saint Rafi. But I do talk with my saints. They talk to me, and the spirits are constantly talking to me. I want you folks to know, now I'm just going to say it this way. A lot of you have been wanting, what would you call it? The president. And I'm not political, you know that. I don't care about all that stuff. But a lot of you people have been wanting him gone, and I'm talking off the earth. He's going to have some kind of attack or something very soon. And I know a lot of people, don't do that. Please don't do that. He's a human being. A lot of stuff he's wrong about, that's my opinion, but we wouldn't be in this pickle right now. But just pray for him to be well, sane mind or whatever, because something's going to happen that's going to make him do like this and fall. So I want to get off that. Also, I'm sorry to say his wife's going to be in the news for something. I don't know what it's about, but it's going to come up. You're going to see a lot of people start hightailing from office. And it is what it is. That's beautiful, Sandra. I like that. But anyway, just want you guys to know where I stand. I'm always here for you. You know that. When it comes to missing persons, I'm there. So is my daughter. All we need is a flyer or something so we can look off it and go with it. Okay? Good morning, cousin. My cousin Agnes on here. And honey, I'm really scared over there. The sinkhole thing that we talked about. I'm really afraid of that and the earthquake. I can't, I can't go up to each mountain and put my hands on it and say, stop. I'm just like a grain of salt, basically. And all I can do is pray for everybody, pray for your safety. It's scary, I'll tell you that. Throwing out my pipes, I have cold water, but don't feel bad, dear. In the kitchen, same thing, no hot water. And we're supposed to have a high, ladies and gentlemen. What the heck was the high? 13 or 14 below. That's our high. We'll get over it, though. Everything will come to pass. Remember that. Everything will come to pass. Bobby Joe, you got back on again? Okay. Oh, man. I don't know where this is, but I am seeing an apartment complex on fire. It's not tall. Maybe 5 to 7 stories. The main part of it to me that I see is white. People will be trapped, and I hope they get out. I'm going to go with 3 to 5 alarm fire. It's going to take a lot of people to put this out and to save people. And for some odd reason, I'm getting Cleveland. I don't know what that has to do with anything. If it has to do with the fire or if something's going to happen in Cleveland. I want to get off that. I don't like what I see. Okay. Let me go back on names again. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Susan, are you still with me? And Billy, are you still with me? Tina Signs, everybody let me know if you're still here, okay? I need to know because that helps me. It cuts a lot of time. When you say, yes, I'm still here, boom, okay, I pick up on you. Thank you, dear. One day I want to talk by Facebook Messenger. Okay, Carol said she's still here. Noe's still here. Good. Mary's still with us. Mary Cantu. Mary Cantu, you're going to receive a package or something. Please be extremely careful, okay? Make sure you find out who it's from. Doyle's still here. John's still here. John, what's wrong with your wrist, your hand, or your wrist? I'm picking it up. Okay, my daughter Maria's still here. Mary can't get on YouTube. She's been trying and she can't get on. Sandra's still here. Mary, you're welcome. Oh boy. Like I tell you folks, it takes a lot out of me to do this every week. But then during the week I get charged up again and there I go. Okay, Gloria's still here. Luz is still here. Keep in mind one thing, folks. Like Richard says, there's going to be a lot of scams going on your phone. Be extremely careful. Do not open any. They say, you won this, you won that. It's bullshit. And then I got, like me, I get these, so and so wants to give you $100,000, and I go, right. Jose's still here. Eric is still here. Bobby Joe's still here. Richard, honest to God, Richard, I keep getting pulled back to you. I am really worried about the street opening up. It's almost like going to be, when it rips open, it's going to be like a whole, say, 2-lane highway or 2-lane road. It's going to rip open that much. Jamie's still here. Kathy's still here. Kathy, is there a plant that you talk to? Like that's your main plant that you talk with? This is weird. Loretta Lewis, good morning, dear. Also, remember this, those that are new. After I sign off, if you want to rewatch the show, or you got a group of people together and you're going to rewatch the show, go back on YouTube and hit it. Any one of our shows, you can watch it. Cruz, good morning. Joe Hernandez is still here. I know, Richard, I can't give you the date. They don't give me that. But I know it's coming. And I'm so afraid for you, bud. I wish, like I said, if I was a millionaire, bang, I would say, you know what, Richard? Come and help me with my church. And then look for a house around here. I'll pay you rent. Don't worry. That's me. Hey. I'm here. Stop that. No, you stop it. What's the matter, buddy? I got Maxie right here. Your daddy's good boy? Huh? You good boy? Okay. So you do talk to a plant. That plant, this is crazy, Kathy, because that plant wants to talk with you. The plant tells me that it loves the conversations you have with it. And that's crazy. I mean, I know a lot of people talk to plants, but to hold a conversation with a plant is another thing. And by the way, it says the questions that you've been asking the plant, I'm just going to say the plant, the questions that you have been asking, that the plant's telling me to tell you, yes, you're right. That's weird. Let me tell you, folks, I just got a thing from Jamie, how's our cat? But believe it or not, I had a mousetrap put out, and our cat is one of those sticky kind. It's the poor thing, she got stuck in it, and I had to tear it off. God, I hated to do that. So I love my kitty, and she loves her daddy too. She's always following me around. Josh, I got 2 dogs. One is a Chihuahua and the other one is a Chihuahua Terrier, and they're both the same color. Gloria, I'm going to go to you. I know who you are. I remember you. I met you a long time ago, but I still remember. If you're getting heartburn, it's not heartburn. Please get to a doctor and get your heart checked. Do that sonogram thing. Well, I thank you for that. June Rakowski, I hope you're doing a lot better, dear. I've been praying for you. I know a lot of times, like when I had my stroke and that, and ended up in the hospital, I couldn't play for a long time. I had to wait. John says 42 years as a plumber, 50 years as a drummer. Buddy, I started out as a drummer at the age of 11. By the time I was 13, I was in an orchestra and we were traveling all over the place. I've got carpal tunnel. I got a severe arthritis in my hands. My back has got severe arthritis. I had the stroke. Like I said, I had a couple strokes. One of them blew a hole in my eye. But I'm still playing. I still jam. Still, you can put me on stage with Buddy Guy if you want to, and Eric Clapton. I'll hold my own. I'm not worried. Let's put it this way. And Rosie was there. If Tito Puente Jr. wanted me to be the special guest on his show, which I was, at the Majestic Theater in 2011, I was in front with Tito, and then 8 guys in the band, which was his dad's band, and then there was 75 people behind them, the San Antonio Symphony. And we were all kicking booty. And I was a special guest. I'll never forget that day. And thanks to my dear friend Rosie, she took the pictures. And they wouldn't let her take pictures. And they told her, ma'am, she said, get out of here. I'm a district judge. Leave me alone. And they did. And I got those pictures. That's why for me, Rosie, whatever you want to advertise there, put it on my page. You can put it on my page for everybody in the neighborhood of San Antonio, because I'm up in Wisconsin zone. But I'm still playing all kinds of blues, rock and roll, jazz, country, whatever it is. I'm like Mambo at the end. I love it. That means pay me. Letty, I was going to call you this week, Let. I need you to check on Dad, make sure he's okay? Because he came into, you know me, my mind. When I get a flash name like that, that tells me check on that person. So make sure Dad's doing okay. And if Dad is still stuck, Mom says it's okay for him to move on. Okay? Just so you know that. Oh, boy. Okay, we got about 5 minutes left. Letty, how's my buddy Charlie doing? A lot of people have told me, why do you talk so loud? So you can hear me. No, your dad. Grandpa by me is still Grandpa's grandpa, okay? He still lives day by day, but I'm worried about Dad. Wow, Josh, a teacup? Man, that's little. I know, that's why I mentioned I got him. All right. Good to hear Charlie playing football. Anyway, Josh Dunham, I'm getting mom for some reason. Is mom still with us or has she passed on? Because I'm picking up mom very strongly around you. Hang on, Vic. I'm still moving around. I know dad's struggling. You have to let him know that mom says it's okay to move on. I know he's gonna he'll not want to accept that. But when you keep on grieving about somebody, and it's not about the person that passed, it's about you. She wants him to be a better man. By the way, Vicky, I like that picture. I like the hair. That was cool. Eric, I don't know why, but I keep going to your stomach. And I know we went through this before. Did you ever get checked? Where I am going is not the upper part of the stomach, it's the lower, where the belt is. And I'm going towards your right pocket in that area. Are you ready for this, Josh? A while back on the show, I said I was worried about, I made a prediction. I said, I'm worried about the state of Maine. I don't know what's going to happen. It's still there. Nothing's moved it. It could be something drastic. It could be something political. It could be something big. I don't know what. But it's Maine. All right, Eric, stay on top of it, okay? It's good that it's not doing anything now, but please stay on top of it. No, Letty, you tell him I said, and I know mom's going to say the same. I can just see mom pointing her finger. She was a feisty little one, I'll tell you. And I loved her like a sister. You tell dad, no, he's not supposed to carry that. It's not his calling. I'll put it this way: God needed another angel, and she fit the bill all the way. Well, our cat is already 19 years old, so. But this is odd. I know I shouldn't be bringing this up, but when I have to go upstairs to go to the bathroom, I get scratching at the door, and I open the door and I say, "What do you want?" And she comes in, sits down, puts her hands like this, crosses them, and she watches me. But say I will tell her that. I like that. That's cool. No, Josh, this is going to be something different. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but later on, I know it's going to come out. Well, everybody, it's about that time. Yeah, she would be proud of him. But remember this. Tell him I said to remember the reading I did for him about his brother and all the names I mentioned. I'm very real. So when mom connects with me, which she did, she said he's not supposed to be carrying that. He's supposed to go on. My kitty's a supervisor in the bathroom. That's funny. Letty, you tell him too, I'm available anytime he wants to talk with me. All right? Okay, everybody, it's that time. I don't know if y'all noticed it on Facebook. Our dear friend Kathy Little, we sent her shirt that has the This Much For You shirt with the heart. And she took a picture of it and sent it. That's cool. So hats off to her for that. Kathy, stay on top of what I told you. Liver, kidney, appendix, okay? And being the fact that it's 22 below, maybe it's a little warmer, maybe 20 now below. You all take care of yourselves. Know that I'm here for you. Sandra Dole, let's squeeze it together so we can talk, okay? One day I want to talk with you. Richard, stay in touch, buddy. Sandra, you do the same. Carol, Amario, please remember what I said. The sideburns. Be careful. Marisa says she has a new grandson 2 days ago. His demeanor seems like as if he's been here before. I've said that countless times. Reincarnation. That when they pass, somebody passes, they wait to come into another body. And then you say, man, you act just like so-and-so. Because they're in there. Anyway, I got to go. Love to you all. Thank you for being here. We weren't a lot, but we were mighty. So please, next week, tell your friends about us. I'll be back here at 10:30 with my daughter. Faye is taking a hiatus off of this. And want everybody that's sick. Oh, I got to say also to my other cousin, a big happy birthday down in San Antonio. Robert, my cousin Robert. Happy birthday to you. And you all take care of yourselves. Please be careful. If I told you something to watch out for, please heed the warning. Because it's not me saying it. It's the spirits telling me to tell you. So please listen. Okay? Randy Secord, hey, my buddy. I'm leaving right now, my friend. I love all you guys. And hopefully one day we'll have the church and you all can come to it. Okay? Please take care of yourselves. As we say every show, love everyone you can on this earth. And I'm going to go down the list. Why, Jose? And Kathy Little, why? My daughter Maria, why? And Sandra. Happy birthday, John, to your son, if he's watching. Happy birthday, mijo. June Rukowski, please stay in touch. Let me know how you're doing or have somebody get your sister. Nancy, and let me know how you're doing. I need to know that because I pray for everybody. And keep in mind, folks, myself and my daughter Maria, we're available to help for missing persons. Okay? Until next week at 10:30 in the morning, same time as Texas. San Antonio time, as they would say, or as I would say. John, Beron, cuídate. Everybody, love everyone you can on this earth. And I mean this. Because love is life, and life is love. I got those words off of a reading I did for a lady. I'll never forget those words. Rosie Daly, you mean the world to me, dear. You keep up the good work and keep the alliance going. And you guys listen to her. She's the head blonde in charge. You go, girl. I'll see you all next week, God willing. Okay, take care. If you need me during the week, hit me up, all right? And I'm also available for readings. There's the phone numbers right there. 715-688-4091. My home phone number here, I'll just do it this way so you guys can see it on this one. There's my cell phone number. Okay? If you need to get a hold of me. There's our home phone number. I close or I turn off my phone, so you know I turn off my phone at night, about 11, 12 o'clock, because I get calls from all over the world, and they're on different time zones, okay? If you, by chance, hit my, you don't get an answer, and I say, let the phone ring 5 times at least, because my arthritis, I can't jump up anymore like I used to. Let it ring 5 times. If you don't, and you get the answering machine, leave me a message. I will get back to you. Take care, everybody. God bless. Big kiss from me, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.